That night, Kael Draven still stood upon the balcony, his eyes fixed on the garden below, the same place where she had smiled, a smile he couldn't forget. But he was no longer alone. Footsteps paused. From behind him, Zephyr approached in silence and gently placed a hand on the king's shoulder. Do you really think this will work? Kael didn't move. His gaze never left the garden. I don't know, but I need to do something. Then after a moment, his voice softened. It has been 2 years since I first saw her, and she still makes my heart race. Maybe I misunderstood the look in her eyes, but I won't give up on her. And with those words, the king's mind drifted back to the day everything changed. 2 years ago, beneath a bright spring sun, Kael walked the palace corridor beside Zephyr, discussing the troubles of the kingdom. Then, he looked up. Near the royal chambers stood Elara, Veylin, and the palace tailor. But beside them stood a girl he had never seen before. In that instant, every sound around him disappeared. His chest tightened, his heartbeat thundered. The king, who feared nothing, suddenly forgot how to breathe. Then, she looked at him, and for one impossible moment, the world stood still. Their eyes locked, their hearts raced. Time simply stopped. What neither of them noticed was the faint shimmer in their eyes, a flash so brief it could have been imagined. But one man saw it. Zephyr. Elara and Veylin bowed before their brother. The tailor quickly nudged the girl beside him. She lowered her head to bow, but her eyes still lingered on the king. What is this? Why is my heart beating like this? Kael moved closer. The tailor excused himself, asking the girl to report later for work. Veylin smiled brightly. Brother, meet her. She is the new assistant tailor, and our kingdom's newest citizen. She makes beautiful designs. Her name is Elara Veylin. And Elara, this is my brother, King Kael Draven, and his advisor, Zephyr. Elara bowed politely. Zephyr returned the gesture, but his eyes narrowed slightly. No scent, no pheromones. Who is she? But Kael heard none of it, because even then, his eyes were still fixed on her. And from that day on, they met again and again, within the palace walls, in gardens, quiet corridors, sunlit chambers. Through his sisters, Kael found reasons to speak with her. At first, out of curiosity, then, for something far more dangerous. She did not fear him. She did not flatter him. She spoke to him as if he were simply a man. And for the first time in years, Kael Draven found himself smiling, found himself waiting for footsteps, found himself thinking of one girl more than an entire kingdom, because somehow, Elara Veylin felt less like a stranger and more like someone his soul had known forever.